Yo, we're here at Warhorse Studios, the home of Kingdom Come Deliverance. And we're about to meet up with Sir Toby, the community manager. I randomly messaged them, I'm here in Prague. Is there any way I can come check out the studio? And they said yes. So we're gonna get an exclusive look. We're gonna meet Tom Mckay, the voice of Henry. You guys are gonna love this. Let's go meet Toby. 14 days. 14 days in Europe. Living in the middle of nowhere where nobody knows a single word I'm saying. I don't speak the language. I don't know European. There's one language that everybody speaks. That's the language of love. Anyway, guys, it's day 14. We're here in Prague, not to be confused with Ragu. And we're with Lizzie.
Hello! Did you do an entire, like, Red Bull gives you wings?
Oh, frick, that would have been good.
Yeah, that would have been good.
And I flew to Europe with my wings.
There you go.
Frick. So we found a store called Dracaria, pagan shop, film, swords, jewelry, and glass. But they have official Kingdom Come merch. We're gonna get dressed up and like
I'll help you.
Yeah, she's gonna help me. Lizzie's gonna help me get dressed up. I wanna look like a Kingdom Come character. Whenever we go visit Warhorse Studios, it's gonna be a big day. This is our last day. We have Joel Zaklu. Dedicated driver.
Back on it.
We have Iku's here.
Let's
What
go.
is this, the
It's
entrance?
That's right.
Oh, this is it.
Oh, they're pretty busy. I want to look like a peasant from Kingdom Come, like that sort of look. With like they have the thing over, yeah, like kind of like this. This is like the look I wanted.
Where do we have the...
Oh wait, no, yeah, this is like a gesture thing. Wait, no, this would
have
work.
a jester.
This would work. Yeah, I would buy this.
This looks sick.
I love this.
You want this
Yeah.
one?
No, this is even better because like you, in Kingdom Come, like you just pick up random items and you just look like
And
yeah.
it doesn't match. It just works.
Ooh, wait, maybe I get the black. True.
They match with their shirt.
True.
Check.
And you go to Foot Locker, buy some Nike.
That's what I used to do on Loot Goblins. I would wear Jordan on every episode of Loot Goblins. I had all this medieval gear on and then have
And
like
then have
Jordan ones.
Jordan.
Yeah.
No, that actually worked.
I feel like these go
Without the
over the
gloves?
gloves. I'm gonna show the Warhorse and you're like, you look like a moron. I was like, I thought this is how you guys all dress. There it is.
you go.
Yeah, I think, Chad, is this right? You put this over like that?
Yeah, is that how it is?
I think that's how it works, right?
Hold this axe.
Holy shit.
And my
Yeah, this is looking pretty good now.
sick.
Wait, hold on. Like that. Because you're holding it towards you.
Chad, don't mess with me. You're gonna piss me off. There you
That
go.
was close to the lens.
Just gonna
Either way,
walk
it just
around like-
reminds me.
You guys have a nice day.
Nice.
Sick.
So,
Oh, dude, this is actually so good because now it's not cold anymore.
oh, we're headed around the city.
NPC walk. I feel quite hungry. Use my phone. Dude, I don't understand how my legs through my pants are pressing buttons on my phone. I'm always like accidentally banning people while I'm IRL streaming. So like my mods have to like check and make sure that I'm not banning people while I'm walking around because I put my
It would be an honor, though. People getting banned by your leg.
Yeah.
They're like, I'll take it.
that's why like
ban on request or just like you with gibberish.
yeah, like literally oh my god. Okay.
What happened?
It literally okay, read the message.
Wait, what's the message?
That's what it was. That's what my leg was typing. My car was saying, "Mommy, mommy, mommy, LMK KM, mom, LMK KM, mom, mommy." What's wrong?
While she's tying your wrist up, it's crazy.
That's crazy. Chat, it wasn't me. It was my leg.
It's the
Yeah, the mommy.
It's like a TTS message.
Yeah, literally was like a TDM message.
That's a good phone holder.
Yeah.
Wait, that's actually smart.
I got Chad up here. I got the Czech Party City outfit. We got the microphone, got the hood, got the fanny pack. You got the Marshall amps. Okay, they're not MF Dooms. They're similar.
Hi, guys.
Hello, I'm American. Hello. Wait, so where's the door?
That's your guy right there.
Oh, hey, it's Sir Toby. I had to make sure I was dressed properly.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Yeah.
Hey, Chad.
Yeah. This is
Nice to meet you, man.
this is Joel. He actually lives here, and then this is East, my cameraman. He has more hours than I do in the game. He has 400 hours.
Dude, why am I talking to you then?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, welcome.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. I think I spent like 6 weeks straight playing Kingdom Come 1 and 2, and I love it. I met Luke yesterday, and we did a stream together all day yesterday. And I'm like, look, I found Hans in real life before I found him in game. So,
Follow me, guys.
all right. So this is you guys, your studio is like in a shared building with.
Exactly. We have 3rd floor and parts of the 4th floor.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I will show you everything that is safe to be to be shown on the live stream.
They're not gonna leak Kingdom Come 6 yet. So.
Exactly. So, what you need to know is that we are expanding and we are growing. That's why you see stuff like that. We have to build new offices, we have to expand the meeting rooms and everything. So there's a bit of a construction site going on. So we came in here, I think 2020 or so, right before COVID. We were the first ones here in this office, so we could put it to the way how we like it, how we need it. Before you came, I had to put down all the dates with the release dates and everything, so this should be fine.
Okay. I was gonna ask. I was like, is there anything like if there's anything you don't want him to film, just let him know.
Well, it's too late, right? If it's a live stream, once he films it, then it's over. There's the patch notes for the crack for KCD1.
Oh, really?
Which I think it was cracked within the first days or so for the first game.
Really?
So, why not? We'll
February
take it.
2018.
Yeah.
That's
So why
funny.
not? Taking a little bit pride of people having interest in cracking our game.
That's so
why
funny.
not? So Warhorse, that's the little meeting area, some prizes, some.
Look at this. Some.
stuff.
This is so many prizes.
A little bit of bricks set.
Oh, nice.
This
Is that a
one.
blacksmith?
So yeah, that's from the first game though.
Oh.
By the way, the letter in KCD, in the end of KCD1, you're getting a letter from the Lord saying you have to bring this letter to Otto von Berghoff, and you have to find out on which side he is. On the beginning of the second game, you have this letter. That's what you're carrying with Luke Dale. But no one ever knows what's in the letter. You know theoretically, but the people in the collector's edition, they had the real thing, and this is like that's the original. So this is like on real pergament, like real medieval. Someone wrote it there. All the colors are handmade and hand painted. Everything.
Wow.
So it's the original. We, by the will of God, lords of nobles of Kingdom of Bohemia, blah blah blah.
That's
Original.
so cool.
So that's the peace letter that you are carrying to Trotsky.
Yeah, that's awesome.
People testing somewhere, something.
Can we show that?
Sure.
Oh, cool.
Something in Kuttenberg. I expect them to. There's some events going on this year, and we have to already find out what we're going to show the press and the people.
Yeah.
And I expect these being parts of the DLC or something. It's Kuttenberg, of course, the city. That's not DLC, but stuff in there.
Wow.
This
that's
side
so
is
cool.
not cool. This side is cool. Yeah. This is our office, my office.
Oh,
so
yeah,
marketing,
cool.
PR. I have most mess here, but also the cool stuff. So
See, that's
the
the
real
thing.
shields
Big
here.
power shield.
Yeah, you can, that's like apparently
Can I
like
pick
it's like a legit
Yeah, what the heck? Can I
shield. It's a cumin shield here. That's like
Oh, this is heavy.
fucking heavy, right?
Yeah.
But apparently that's how it was and how we use stuff.
Yeah, see, that's
I
why
mean-
that's why I have a weight mod in my game.
I mean,
I downloaded a weight mod because I didn't have time to do I'm streaming, right? So I don't do inventory management. I'm like, I just gotta loot everything, and then I played it on the Steam Deck, and I had like 5,600 like kilos or whatever, and my guy's like, he can't even move. He's like, why
man.
like this? I was like, oh crap.
yeah, there you go. But if your life depends on a heavy shield, then
Then you gotta have it.
yeah, you gotta have it. That's the foam sword, like Ratzig sword, the one that you actually in
Oh,
KCD1 you
yeah.
lose it, and in KCD2 you get it.
Dude,
So that's
this is sick. This is foam, right?
yeah, it's foam, but it's like a LARP weapon, so you can actually use it for LARPing.
Yeah.
I have something for you. I will give it to you later, so you don't have to carry it around.
Okay.
We just released our brand new art book. I have one for each of you.
Oh, dude, thank you so
you have
much.
something to read and look through on the
on the ride back.
on the plane. You're flying, I suppose,
Yeah.
to the States. So
I thought about swimming, but I thought I'd get too tired.
There's when you put it into Google, I think it offers you a canoe track. So there's the chance, man.
Yeah,
So I will
thank
give you
you.
one, but I will give it to you later, so you don't have to carry it around. But
Yeah,
it's
thank you so
prepared.
much.
Continue a little tour.
Yeah.
We have a football team, of course, which is pretty
Oh,
successful.
nice.
So here's our producing team. So producers are the ones that are kind of taking the quests, the parts of the game.
Oh, yeah.
They're putting the Avengers together and pushing the projects forward so that everyone has someone to check their time schedules and so on. So they are like the moms and the dads of the production.
Well, these guys need to do something to check my time schedule. I have
Yeah.
100 hours and I'm just in Gutenberg.
Well, I will let them know that you left me waiting for them.
I did. We were a little
This
bit
will
late.
not happen with them. This is the programming team. We do PlayStation, Xbox, NPC. We do ourselves. So
Wow.
you have the guys here. What we don't do is the Switch version. This one was like KCD1 was on Switch.
Yeah.
Switch 1 now.
Yeah. It's just
And
one.
this was made by an outside studio, so these kind of.
Oh, so they did like a port for it essentially?
We don't have any experience with Nintendo at all, so
Right.
we can't.
Look at that screenshot.
Yeah. Yeah, this is our QA department. We are very. We can actually maybe say hi inside there, waving.
He's watching the stream.
We have round about 30.
Oh, he tapped away. He was watching the stream.
We have round about 30 QA members ourselves, which are here in house. And then, of course, we also expand. If needed, then we're expanding. I told them that you're coming, so they're watching the stream where you are.
Yeah.
That's the way how I stalked you, seeing that you're still in the shop.
It's like, why is he dressed like that?
Test the bloody game.
That's the bloody game. If you want to outsource some QA, you can just go through my VODs.
Oh, yeah.
I break every game that I play.
But that's the fun part. When the game is finished and then you're about to break it, that's okay. But what they have to do is they have to test an unfinished game.
Yeah.
So they are playing on the early console builds, for instance, with 5 frames per second or something like that. And they need to already check if what they are thinking is working. Yeah.
Don't tap the glass, just kidding. They don't want to.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing. That's why QA is so important.
Yeah. You know, it's usually an entry-level thing into the video game industry, but it's so extremely important that I feel like QA is absolutely underappreciated, and that's a huge mistake because those people are the ones who are actually trying to figure out if it works, if it's fun, if it's good, if it makes sense, and so on and so on.
You have QA people, they do all the legwork of testing the game. If the game is bad, who gets the flack for it? It's the
QA, but it's not their fault. It's their fault because this is the scripting department. And the scripters are something like the entire studio is building Lego bricks, right? And the scripting department is putting them together and spitting out a playable working version. And QA is then getting it. And most of the bugs are happening there, not because they put it in there, but when they put the Lego bricks, as I call them, when they put it together, they figure out that things are not working, that this character is supposed to go there, but there's a rock in the way and an NPC can't navigate, and so on and so on. So it's, and it goes to QA and then back to script, and if script can handle it, then great. If not, then it goes back into the other parts of the studio.
Yeah, so it's like a whole I mean, it's like a factory almost.
Factorial, exactly. Yeah, the idea starts here with the designers. So they write everything down. They have the giant, it's called Word documents, like what characters, what they say, what's in the quest, and what the people should do, and how the characters should look like, and so on and so on. Yeah. This will be then created by the production team, goes into the script, from script into QA, and then I ship it, almost.
Nice.
Or sell it, not ship it. So this is, as I said, design team. It's lunchtime right now, so they're probably lunching somewhere. But as I said, they are the ones that are putting all the written stuff together. Like Henry should go there and do this and meet these people. And this now in front of us is the animation department and character design and so on. But there is stuff that, not necessarily secret stuff, but there's stuff that is being reworked, is stuff from the DLCs that is still
work in progress,
can change, can be scratched, and so on and so on. And they're super unhappy if stuff goes out and then you have to scratch it because of something. And if you go here and film this way, you see the monitor there in front of you. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And there you can see some of the animation that is being done upstairs in the motion capture studio, and that's where we're going in a second.
Oh, that'll be so sick.
When you get motion capture stuff, you could theoretically use it right away, but practically not, because when you have a sword or something, the hand wouldn't really grab it as you wanted.
Yeah.
It would be a bit rough, so they are doing a lot of manual animation, but also these cleanups and so on to make it look and feel nice. So this is the concept department. So they are the painters pretty much. They take what the designers are writing down and they're putting it on paper, visualize it. And this will be then built by the 3D graphics. So the concept department are also the ones who are working with all the historical data. We have the historian is sitting there and they're double checking all the facts and everything. Design wants to have, I don't know, monastery. that should have, I don't know, 15 towers, and concept says impossible, not 15 towers. It didn't look like that.
Right.
There was one tower and was there, and you have to work with it, and they then have to come up with compromises or whatever. So this is how they do it. Here's the cinematic department.
Oh, yeah.
So cutscenes and trailers and stuff. There's something from DLC 2, I think. Film it, fine.
Okay.
Is it DLC 2? DLC 2, so something is going on in Kuttenberg.
A little,
right?
little preview.
A little preview, exactly.
Okay, that's enough, chat. Okay, that's enough. We don't get any more.
You know, we try really hard to do this community first thing. We don't care that much. But on the other hand, you want to prepare everything. Have it nice.
Make sure it's
and
good.
fun.
Make sure it's a surprise. You know, because this happened with Blizzard a few years ago. Somebody broke NDA and they leaked something. People were really upset at that person. Because they're like, why would you do this before it's ready? Why would you like ruin the surprise for us?
See the whole GTA thing. I mean, they were prepared. They wanted to have their big moment and whatever, and someone pushed it down, and they were then forced to release it or announce it. And it's just me as part of the marketing team that is preparing announcements and stuff like that, and we having everything like nice and ready and shiny and whatnot. It's like super shit, honestly, because like, you're looking forward to that one day where you, but then leaks everywhere, and then you're forced to do and say something,
like,
or you're trying to calm them down. It's also shit. It's just annoying.
Well, this is the thing I'll say. This is what's good, and Warhorse is a great example of this. When you are a developer, when you're a studio that is very clearly like community first, like gamers first, you want the thing, and it shows that you guys care so much. The fans reflect that. Like the Kingdom Come community is diehard. Like, I mean, you have people like Kingdom Come, like stan accounts on social media everywhere. It's like, it's great. It's wonderful, you know? And you can see it with guys like Tom and guys like Luke. Like the amount of support that they get, everything they're doing, like people are like, yes, like I love this game. I love your work. And it's very cool that...
Yeah, people thought that it's like marketing, that we put them in there, make them do what they're doing, but that's not the case. They live the game, they love the product and the community. And the whole like thing that exists or was created around KCD, it's just heartwarming. Especially if you consider that everything started with like really 3 guys putting their heads together. How about we do this medieval game, but like more authentic? It started with 3, and last week on July 1st, it will start a new office in another town in Czech Republic, and now we are like what 280, 290-ish. So that's
crazy.
That's crazy.
Beautiful office.
Thank you. I will show you now the 4th floor, which is motion capture.
Didn't Kingdom Come start with a Kickstarter?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, this was already the last straw. It started with those guys having a vertical slice, going to the publisher saying, hey, we want to do this. And they were like, and PlayStation 4 will be a flop, and no one plays consoles anymore. And Facebook games were in by that time. They asked us if we don't want to do a Facebook game or something.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And no one plays RPG. And the whole, you know,
classic investors.
This whole thing that is repeating over and over again, that single player games are dead. No one wants to play RPGs. Like, why are they like it's every 5 years or so, or 3 years it's coming. It's
classic
really,
publishers, dude.
It's really weird.
I think here's the truth: nobody knows anything until it happens.
Yes.
When it's good, and that's all that really matters.
So this is our motion capture studio and sound record office.
Okay.
So welcome in.
Motion capture studio.
Hello.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Hello.
Enjoy your food. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're not here to bother you yet. Don't worry.
So let's start with.
No, you're good.
Let's start with the motion capture. So this is where all the magic happened, where Tom and Luke and all the actors were playing.
Yeah.
We have 3 kind of, call them actors. We have ourselves, so all the walking, jumping, all the mini animations were done ourselves, of course. Then we have the Tom and Luke, all the actors, they have the face cam and everything, so all the cutscenes are acted here with real actors. And then we have stuntmen, and they were the ones who did all the fighting stuff.
Would you superimpose their head basically on the body double who's a stunt actor?
Yes, exactly. So Tom, I'm not sure if Tom and Luke are professional fighters, but I guess not. Yeah. But there are cutscenes where they are actually sword fighting. So if it's simple, then they're doing it by themselves. But if it's a bit like, if there's literally choreography and everything, or several people fighting, done by the stuntman. What do you think this could be?
Is it a crossbow?
Exactly.
Nice.
Exactly. This is our motion capture crossbow. And the reason is simple. We need something that is not obstructing anyone. The point is that you have this full bodysuit with all those dots here. They're just extremely reflecting. So there's no technology or nothing inside. But up here in the motion capture studios, there's like, I think 45 cams or so, 44 cams. It works a little bit like GPS. So they need to see you at any time. And if they do, then the system can paint it on projector and then on the wall, and the people can then fight and do whatever. The different weapons.
Oh yeah. Here,
All-
I'm gonna put my mug down. I'm gonna put down my drink real quick.
Yeah. Hold my beer.
The mace. Yeah,
Exactly.
hold my beer. Wow.
Yeah, and all
Bardo.
Yeah. Any other pole weapon. So they're sometimes sharing the same body.
That makes sense.
They're just changing the points and then tell the system that it's another type of weapon.
Yeah.
But we, in the very, very beginning of Warhorse, we had real steel weapons.
Oh really?
But the actors, I don't know why, but they just didn't want to hit each other. So we didn't pay them enough, I guess. So what they did is then they did the movement and then stopped in front of the enemy or swing sideways or something. And we figured that it's way much more work to put it,
Yeah, because you have to manually clean it. Yeah.
So we paid them a little bit more so that they beat each other, but work safety, we gave them plastic swords at least. So they should be okay heavy. They're not like real heavy, but they're at least balanced enough so that they should behave like real weapons most of the time.
It feels good.
And-
I feel quite hungry.
And then you have like, we have to compromise everything.
Oh,
So this is like a water bucket.
Oh my
Water.
gosh.
And
So now it feels natural. Like if you're walking
Exactly.
with a water bucket, you might have like
Exactly.
a random like peasant walking from the well.
Exactly.
And it
exactly.
moves natural. That's
Exactly.
so cool.
There must be at least a little bit weight in there so that you are not like swinging around with it. And this one is a shield, and the reason why that is, the actors must be visible at any time. So the point. So if you would cover yourself, call it GPS, the cameras would have a problem to find you.
Yeah.
Makes sense with these kind of things. Sex scenes, though, were a problem, of course. So it's a bit funny and weird, but they are like next to each other, lying next to each other and doing all the fun parts.
Oh, the fun part. Yeah, they leave the fun part out.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Okie dokie. So this is the motion capture. We are sometimes renting it out to movie productions or something. If they wanna,
really?
Because we don't need it every day, as you can see right now. So
Well, you guys, Czech Republic, it's grown to have like a really strong, like not just game dev, but like people come here to shoot movies and stuff like that. Just because Prague is like, it's beautiful.
absolutely.
Right? So like you guys probably have a lot of relationships with like different like movie studios, game studios, and people
Absolutely.
just
So Hollywood is shooting here regularly. When they do whatever medieval movie, then they're usually doing, even if they're simulating Paris or London or whatever, they're shooting it here because it's just cheaper. And
We talked about that the other day, actually. Yeah.
That's my guess. Plus, the things here in the Czech Republic are a lot more close to each other. So when you're shooting somewhere, you don't have to like travel to far distances. But Prague is like one huge film set, pretty much. And because they're so used to it, to look down the streets and everything, I think it's just more convenient.
Right.
But also the film production scene and the video game scene is here extremely well established. Way better than Germany, for instance. Germany has like 85 million people or so. Czech Republic 10 million. And still, Czech Republic produces much bigger, much better, much quality-wise nicer games than Germany, which is interesting. I don't know why that is, but it's a fact. Play more Czech games.
Play more Czech games. So far, one of the hidden gems of Europe, for sure, was definitely Czech Republic and Prague.
Are you saying that because we're standing here? Or like...
I absolutely am. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. I will pay you later.
No, I'm serious though. We were talking about it before. And we're like, man, because I feel like people skip the Czech Republic because the name is long.
Yeah.
Which is why they wanted to change the name to Czechia.
Yes.
But I hear everybody wants to call it Czech Republic. So.
Was a really marketing image political thing, and no one in the Czech Republic, most people don't call them, we're from Czechia, they say we're Czech Republic. But Czech Republic is mostly known for beer and hookers. We know we can do more than that.
Yeah, it's also Kingdom Come. No?
Exactly, it's also Kingdom Come. Talking about Kingdom Come, we have Tom here, which you met yesterday.
Henry, my boy.
I love your outfit.
Thank you,
I feel
thank you.
underdressed.
Yeah, I had to give him a Henry, my boy, because I say it all the time.
Henry, my boy.
Yeah, Henry, my boy. Henry's come to see us.
Where did you get the outfit from?
This was from a medieval shop. What was it called? Dracaria?
Oh.
Yeah, they had like official like Kingdom
Yes.
Come stuff, and then this was like at a Czech Party City, a Party World. Yeah,
You did well because we talked about this briefly last night,
Yeah.
and how he was going to try and get an outfit, and that is a much
Yeah.
more impressive outfit than I thought you were going to be able to.
yeah.
find.
I had to look kind of like a peasant to see the peasant. So yeah.
I'm also dressed like a peasant, but one from 2025, sadly.
I look good.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Unlike us.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna show up and everybody was wearing clothes like this. I didn't know it.
Not on Wednesdays. Every other day of the
Yes.
week, we all wear
Yeah.
fully dressed.
Yeah, casual Wednesday.
It's Business Wednesday
Yeah,
today.
business Wednesday. Every other day is casual.
Tom was here doing all the motion capture in this
Yeah.
place. He has his own bucket here somewhere.
Oh,
right?
right.
Yeah, I do.
It's in the bucket.
Henry, there you
is.
go. Right? So some of the Henry and Hans are
Yeah.
here with their own little boxes. So you can choose
There's all
your
our shoes.
your bowling shoes.
Oh,
I actually
nice.
think,
Yeah.
I don't know if they're there, but here they are. So there's these like grey shoes, which are like kind of generic that everybody has. And then I think I might have had these from the very first game. They're like these little sailing shoes that are really comfortable. And so I think I'm right in saying we had them, and you can see they're like falling apart.
Yeah.
But I was like, can I just keep them? So I've got the same. I think I'm still wearing the same shoes that I was wearing 10 years ago, which is my choice, not Warhorse's. They would have bought me.
We
new
pay
shoes.
in shoes, you know.
Yeah, that's the payment.
Yeah. But so that's how I know which are mine. They're the most knackered, beaten up.
There you go.
Tom is working on the DLCs, right?
That's right. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let you do all the talking.
You can say. I have no problem with it actually. You can say a little bit, but you could tell us maybe about your job. What is it like being a voice actor and
It's great. Yeah. Well,
Here's the-
so this is quite unusual because most of the work that I've done, most voice work I've done before was like
We should
in
give you a
London.
mic, actually. Is mic fine? Yeah. All levels are fine? Okay, cool.
we just go closer?
Yeah, we
I'll
should
just
get close.
shout in like this.
Yeah. And these pick up a lot, so I think if we're both here. Okay.
good.
Anyway, sorry.
So, no, not at all. So, like most of the voice work I've done before is like in studios in London, and it's for shorter periods. These guys obviously have got their own booth because it makes sense for them to do that.
Right.
So we did most of it here, although we did do quite a lot at another studio down the road, which is why this little construction here
Oh,
is to kind of mimic the space of the other studio. Where
Yeah.
I did. So it kind of doubles as both. But like, we've spoken on the record that there were like 508 hours of voiceover in the main game.
Yeah.
Now we're doing more for DLCs.
That's crazy.
So most of those hours were spent in here, and then the guys were going to the next door. But you kind of do it obviously with headphones remotely, and then they're all in there. And what we tended to do was, well, because there was so much material.
Yeah.
And I've got kind of life back in London, and I do a lot of TV work over there. So to facilitate that, they agreed that I could do 8-hour days. So most of the actors do like 4-hour sessions.
Yeah.
And we do like, I do 8 hours. So today we're actually doing 9 hours today. But it's just like constant.
Yeah, it's just
chat,
nonstop. I gotta say this. I saw this on Twitter, actually. Wait, where's these?
I'm just going to
Because
say.
they can see us on the camera here.
Yeah, hello.
This is how they make sure that I'm behaving.
Oh, yeah,
So I'm
nice.
sat here, and they've got me on camera
Hey.
there to make sure that I'm still here. And
Nice.
I'm falling asleep.
No, I love how they did, because, oh my, it sounds so, like,
Yeah, it
just
does.
the
If you close the door.
I bet, how much different do we sound right now on stream? I think we sound way different. Like, just,
You can hear it just like kill. There's suddenly like no
Everything is
exterior.
dead, yeah.
It's almost like a sort of numb sound, isn't it?
yeah.
Like,
So you sat in here for 8-9 hours yesterday.
Yeah, 9 hours yesterday.
And
9
you
hours
didn't
today.
go crazy?
No, do you know what I used to do? The thing that got me away with it, when I was doing the really long trips, I used to stay down in the centre of town, and I would run home.
Yeah.
So I literally would get out of here, throw on my running kit, and like run down the river, and just get rid of like all the energy from the day. And,
Yeah.
but no, it's weird. It's sort of kind of like a marathon exercise in acting that you don't ever do
Yeah.
in any other medium. Like, even if you're shooting for a 12-hour day on TV, most of that is sitting in your trailer doing nothing.
Right.
Whereas for this, it's like...
And they'll be like, hey, we need you in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
The main challenge was like keeping your brain on, because obviously for the second game, there's like so many iterations of Henry and like who you can make him, and you're bouncing between all of those versions all day long. So to make it really, really detailed and precise, you've really got to focus to be like,
Yeah.
what sort of choices has this person made? If they've gone like for some really dark,
Yeah,
vengeful Henry.
the emotion.
Yeah, or if they've stayed for like much more neutral, kind of stoic Henry.
Yeah.
That was the biggest challenge of the second game, which I've never had that challenge in my working life. Like,
Yeah.
It's not something that you get in any other medium.
Right.
And obviously in this environment, you're like, okay, well, this is not it's not in a particularly inspiring space. So you just got to use your imagination. I mean, no voiceover booth is inspiring. Could you do a 9-hour stream from a voiceover booth?
You know what? I think if I was streaming, I could.
Yeah.
But I think just reading lines would be much harder because I think I told you last night I recently just did some voiceover stuff.
Yeah.
I think it was like an hour and a half, 2-hour session, but it was at my house.
Yeah.
So because I have a pretty decent setup, but it's not like this.
Yeah.
You know, this is a whole nother level for like dampening the audio and stuff. If it was just reading lines, I think I'd have to train for it. Yeah, I'd have to learn.
Coming in, sorry, we're having a little private social.
Yeah.
So this is it. And did you take a look at the performance capture space?
Yeah, we did. Let's go back out there.
But it's interesting because it's actually incredibly similar to the space where we did KCD, which is actually about a mile and a half up the road.
Yeah.
But visually, like when I first walked in here for KCD2, I thought you kind of forget that you're not in the same space because it's exactly the same setup, same sort of camera setup. Did he talk you through all the different cameras? So what I found amazing, being more from a TV background, is that you can basically, they shoot everything on each one of those individual cameras, and it means that like anything that happens in the space, you can realise anyway. So they could do, you and me chatting, they could come and do a close-up on you, or like an over the shoulder, or like look at us from here, from wide. And that's kind of, I'm sort of amazed that it hasn't bled more into the TV world this kind of filming, because it's much cheaper and quicker.
Well, one of the things I keep doing, I keep making the mistake of when if I'm talking about you, I say voice actor.
Right.
But like, it's,
I don't mind that. Some people get upset about that.
Well, I mean, it's not like I'm sure. Hopefully people don't get too upset about it, but like because I think they're so accustomed to when you have a video game character, it's a voice actor. But for KCD, like you guys are character actors. You guys have your actual faces in the game, and like you're even doing the motions and everything, all the motion capture stuff. Like that's sick. Yeah, that's like a whole nother level.
It's also like the many brilliant things about working on this game with the studio. Is that actually because they're real people? Yes, it's in 1400s Bohemia, but they're like real people in real situations, and obviously using our faces. So actually, in that respect, it's really similar to like traditional acting. Yeah. And it is obviously your whole body, but you don't have to. Often when people turn up, understandably, once you've got the suits on, like and all the kind of head-mounted cameras and all that stuff, sometimes people feel like they suddenly have to act and be like, and it's like, no, don't do that.
It's the opposite.
Move exactly how you're moving now.
Yeah.
Because it's so subtle, the system. You can watch it in real time on that screen normally. And you can kind of see how it reads the movements, and it reads them kind of in real time. You know.
Really, yeah.
So if you start doing too much, like too much.
You start walking like this all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
The NPC walk.
That's how hungry walks.
That's for KCD 0.1. This is the walk for KCD 0.1. Yeah, I will be in the prequel, KCD 0.1.
Yeah, no worries at all. I love that you've got your phones in your tankard.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, wait, this fits perfect. Cool, sick. So
did you take a look at the props cupboard?
Yes.
So there's some. Have you already seen this?
I did, but man, this is cool.
It's really funny because I think, particularly when you're playing like really intense, dramatic scenes, and actually that's a bad example because that looks half decent, but there are some really funny.
See, this is my weapon of choice. I'm a longsword boy.
But like this is quite funny, which is like you won't be able to tell this, but it's really sticky. Yeah. And you might be playing like a really iconic scene of like finally finding your father's sword. Yeah. But you're actually dealing with the kids' phones.
This is it. This is Radzig's sword.
Yeah, we found it. It's not quite what I was hoping for.
So when you guys are doing like combat stuff, like they would go and they'd like boom, they'd hit like a shield, like just hit it on the side. Yeah,
although so what we would mostly do, a bit like TV, you'd sort of do as much as you could realistically and do safely. Right. And then there's a certain point where they get stunt guys in. Yeah. So we, Luke and I both sort of trained at drama schools where they do like combat training. So we had like a decent level. Usually for theatre that stuff is designed, but you've got like a decent level of what you can do. Yeah. But obviously there's a certain point at which you go, just get a professional. So yeah, they would do that stuff. And often when we weren't here, they'd sort of do the stunt stuff on different days.
And they'd have they have 100,000 pictures of your face. So they can easily
exactly. They can kind of make you do anything, which is slightly concerning.
Kind of scary. Yeah. People are scared of AI, they're just scared of this.
I know, right? This is the real threat.
Yeah.
You know why we have the checker thing though? It's for measurement. So I think it's
I didn't know that actually.
50 centimeters long or something.
Okay, so you know exactly like how much everybody's moving.
I never knew that. And do you know what? After 10 years, I never asked that. I literally like, why am I on a chessboard? The most we would have generally on this set, actor-wise, would be about 8, I think. And after that, I think kind of animatically and technically, it just becomes like information overload. So.
there's scenes that have much more people than that, of course, and then they have to be shot separately and then put together in the After Effects.
And distance is a thing as well, isn't it? Because like, so if you'd run out of a scene and like get to the end of the studio, and then and then you'd have to start that run again, and be like, okay, arrive at the person that you actually came to run towards, you know.
Yeah, like a start run, middle run, end run, like 3 animations. That's funny.
But this is the world of Bohemia. This is what it actually looks like.
This is what Kingdom Come actually looks like, Chad, right here.
Did you talk about the horses?
No.
Oh,
Would you like to meet Pebbles?
Yeah, let's see Pebbles.
She's a bit she's a bit nervous, so just approach her very gently. But this is Pebbles.
Can I just on the nose?
Just really carefully. Yeah, there you go. Well done. She likes you.
Oh, okay.
If you want, you can sit on her.
Can I?
Easy now. There you go. Well done. Oh, you're a natural.
Okay. There we go. Don't drink and drive.
You've ridden Pebbles.
I rode Pebbles.
So it's sort of so much funnier than it should be.
Yeah.
And, and that's all you need. You actually don't need you don't need any bells and whistles because the geniuses upstairs do it all after the event. So I remember often people talk about like favourite scenes, and I guess there's sort of 2 elements. One is the like really fun, silly scenes, mostly with
like
Hans.
The bathhouse.
Yeah, all that stuff, like all and with Hans mostly, but also like the whole group, because it was busy in here on those days when the whole crew were together. And conversely, so it would be like a big noisy room. Conversely, I've talked a lot about the scenes with the family and how they're like the flags in the sand of his whole story. That like the death of his parents is what drives him forward, and like it's the thing that makes him do whatever kind of Henry you choose to be. It's the thing that pushes him on. And on those days, it would actually be really quiet in here. Often it would be like 1 or 2 actors, and you could sort of feel the energy of the room really, really change. I've got some really lovely memories of that. And often Dan Barbara, who obviously created the game, he directed most of the first game and lots of the second, but not all of it, because how could you? But he would come back for those kind of big anchor scenes. And I remember vividly like him sat there and kind of sitting on the floor at the I don't know if this is a spoiler, but the kind of scenes that come at the end of the second game, which you've got to, but maybe you haven't.
So here's the thing. I have 100 hours in Kingdom Come 2,
and
I've just gotten to Kuttenberg.
Then take your time. That's the way to do it.
It's funny because I'm like, look, I found Hans in real life before I found Hans in game. But
I think that's the way to play it. I mean, you know better, but don't you think, like, lots of people say that to us, that they're like, oh, I'm just taking my time and I haven't got to the wedding. And it's like, that's fine. That's one of the beautiful assets of this game, is that just being in it and not necessarily doing anything has value. But so the scenes that I won't spoil for you, but there are some things that happen at the end that are like family oriented. Okay. And you could just feel like the tone of this whole room shift, because it's kind of like, to some extent, the kind of final notes of his story. And obviously we've been working on it for like 10 years, so there's that underpinning the story element, and it kind of feels really personal in a good way at that point. And I really felt the tone of this room change on those shooting days, and that was lovely. But there's like this, all of these walls are just full of happy memories.
That's cool.
They don't look like that.
No, they don't, but they are. We know they are. We can feel them.
No, that's super cool.
Yeah, well, that really essentially is the entire plot line of Warhorse's next game, with all the kind of secrets and reveals. So that's all of them there in one little spiel. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that.
That's incredible. So yeah, chat, exclusive just for you guys, okay? No leaks, don't share that anywhere. But that's like, I mean, the fact that you guys were willing to share that with us is like, that's
well, it was an exclusive for you.
I'm so happy that it's finally out. I mean, all the secrecy and stuff. I mean, I want to talk about it for years, and now. Yeah.
And this is a perfect platform.
I think we should know. There was like the special moment thing, and your fans will carry that message to the world.
Yeah.
They've all signed NDAs, though, right?
Well, I mean, I said
they don't need to. They just spread the word. It's fine, and we will just.
Great.
Yeah, well, you guys can go back in the VOD, clip it, whatever, and you guys can share that on the Reddit and whatnot. So.
Only joking.
Okay. Time to go. You have to go back to the booth.
I do what I'm told here at Warhorse.
Team production is starting to get nervous there.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
What a pleasure. So lovely to meet you.
Yeah.
You definitely win best dressed at Warhorse today.
Thank you.
And that is a fiercely fought competition.
Thank you.
Almost won by Toby. No way near won by me.
I take your mic.
Yeah, thank you.
I need one thing. I have to ask one thing from you.
Yeah, go on.
So, I need you to thank my friend McConnell for starting the Kingdom Come meta on Twitch. That's
the Kingdom Come meta?
Yeah, he's the one who got everybody to play Kingdom Come.
McConnell, well, genuinely then, in that case.
Yeah, he did.
Thank you, McConnell, for starting the Kingdom Come meta on Twitch, and thank you for letting us borrow your brilliant friend today to come and explore our home.
There you go. He's the one who got me to play, and everybody else is playing great.
Well, you did the right thing, and here we are today, thanks to you, McConnell, so nice job.
Henry's come to see us.
Henry's come to see all of you. Cool, man. What a pleasure.
We got to get you into the role play I was showing you.
Yeah, we absolutely will.
Yeah.
I'll hold you to that.
Yeah, once you're done with KCD, we'll get you into GTA roleplay.
Sounds good.
All right,
Cool. All
that's
right,
it, man.
guys.
Great meeting you. This was the fact that you guys were willing to do this on a whim. I appreciate it so much. This is
You're very welcome.
unbelievable experience.
And the experience is not over yet.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Oh,
We got a camera. Are we gonna leak? Is there any leaks?
No, it's fine.
No, we're good.
well, yeah, there's a scene here from the DLC, but
That's fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah, good to see you again, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you saw
Thank you.
you saw the theoretical parts upstairs, and here you see the guys who are then with the motion capture stuff.
Yeah. Wow, that's so cool.
Can you play something? Yeah, great. And that's from one of the DLCs.
yeah,
Praying.
in Latin.
Somebody in chat says watching this was like watching my dad enter my room. you were like, oh hey.
Yeah. Always in T pose.
Yeah, there you go. Classic.
Here is the editing process.
Yeah. Oh nice. You got to stitch the stuff together. That's funny. Oh, that's so cool.
It's like really rough.
Yeah, of course.
but-
Yeah, my chat's smart. They're not. Well, they're almost smart. So they're smart enough to understand.
So there will be brand new cutscenes and stuff in the last DLC, and we already said that we will open up a monastery. That is
Yeah.
something you can't go there yet, but you will be able to. So there's really cool stuff coming.
We went to me and Luke actually, us four, we went to
Sazava Monastery. Right?
yeah. We went there yesterday and we ate pizza on the front doors. But you know what's incredible is when you're in those environments. I had a couple moments. One was whenever we were at the tournament grounds in Rathai. That was one where I was like, oh my gosh. Another one was at Sazava Monastery, where we walk in and I'm like, I think when you turn the corner here, there's supposed to be like a big door. And I go up and I turn and I see the door and it was like, oh my gosh, this is unreal. Like, I mean, this is real. It's been here 1,000 years.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Spending so many hours playing something in a video game and then going to that place in real life is the most surreal experience. It's incredible.
Is this your ass? No, right.
I don't want to.
Yeah, we can skip that one. We can skip that.
Okay, thank you,
This
Philip.
way. Yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah, good seeing you again, man.
So, see, Chet also got some heavy work in progress stuff.
Yeah, we talked a little bit last night about like, and Kingdom Come 1 was incredible, but I remember, I think it was like the first like cinematic, it was one of the early cinematics of Kingdom Come 2 I was watching. It was one of the early cinematics where, I think it was Radzig walks into a room and just the small little camera motion, where it's just the camera just sways like this much. It's like 4 inches this way. And you're watching just the way everything moves and the way that the light hits. And I was like, I feel like I'm watching a movie. And I told him last night, and he's like, that's why it took us 7 years.
We the cinematic team, they're trying to make this as cinematic as possible, of course, as Hollywood-esque as possible. Like this emotional, deep moments and scenes and everything. Like in the beginning of KCD2, when your crew gets attacked and they all die at the lake there. So it's really dramatic. Now we go into our clubhouse.
Okay. We're going to the clubhouse, Chad.
Yeah.
The club. Dude, I look hilarious.
You
My
look
fanny
amazing.
bag. This actually ended up being really good. I do look like I killed a bunch of bandits and picked up their clothes.
Like randomly, right?
Yeah,
you
just
look like
like a
an
random-
RPG player.
Yeah, literally. I look like a random RPG character.
Yeah.
Average RPG character just picking up a bunch of random clothes off of people you killed.
Yeah, if you work in this company, you can join the coffee club. What are you drinking today? What? Pineapple?
Roasted.
So roasted pineapple coffee.
Roasted pineapple.
There you go. It's not a lie. It's just a bunch of weird coffee lovers.
Yeah. All right.
It's 3 of them.
Oh, awesome.
1, 2, 3. You hold them there heavy.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so
it's
much.
heavy. That's good.
Full of good stuff.
The Art of Kingdom Come Deliverance, chat. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Brand new art book they just released.
And here's my secret merch thing.
Oh, the secret stash. Okay.
The secret stash. Does any one of you wear hats?
I can wear a hat. have a
whatever
cowl
you.
on right now.
So here's
Sunny out.
Yeah.
whatever you want, but I give you here.
Oh my gosh. I feel like everything should have red text above it right here. Stealing. This is Toby's secret stash. yes.
Exactly. Pin set 1, 2, 3, and you
Oh,
can.
nice.
It's like a trading thing,
Oh,
and you
that's
can.
great.
Cool.
Look at that.
So is any one of you wearing hats?
Yeah.
Everyone?
Yeah, let's get
Sure.
on.
Okay.
Yeah,
there you go.
thank you.
Thank you. Thanks so much, man.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much.
And that concludes our
Yeah.
little tour and day at Warhorse Studios.
Yeah. Huge.
It really was amazing.
Thank you. I hope you
Does it fit my big head?
liked it. Yeah, it looks good on you.
Nice. Yeah, this will, I'll put my cowl over it. Ask for a t-shirt. Guys, Toby's already done everything for us. He doesn't need to get us a t-shirt. It's okay.
I don't even know if we have t-shirts.
Yeah, it's
they
either-
were these things were like cloth maps or something like that. So, but like really big ones.
Yeah.
No, so this is better to travel with.
Yeah. They're shameless. Anyway.
Yeah.
Don't listen to them. Chat, you guys are just being shameless.
There you go.
Dude, I'm so glad how this turned out too. Like, I know we were a little late, but I think it was worth it. I think it's
Yeah, I rushed a bit in the beginning, but we got everything through, everything that I planned. So,
Yeah.
So let me ring the bell here.
You're the one that read it. All of us are shameless. Hey. I'm
Okay.
shameless. Okay. Oh, look at that. We didn't see that come in. Look at that, chat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a photo
Oh.
booth. So this was on our release party thing, and people can come here, visitors, and make pictures and whatnot. So they feel like they're in a magazine cover or
Oh,
something.
nice. Cool. Oh, yeah, I need the cowl. You gotta put the cowl on.
Let me close the door.
Yeah. See, I feel like I should be doing this.
That's
I'm begging.
yeah.
Sick.
I have a groschen even, I think.
Let's be
There you
careful
go.
so the cars don't leak. There we go. Oh, nice.
A silver
What is
groschen.
this? A single silver groschen.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you.
I will take it and run.
Oh, dude, that is sick. That's so great. This is so cool. Well, Toby, I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. This was an absolute
Thank you.
blast. It was an honor. I mean, just the fact that we could come here and I mean, I just randomly tweeted and I was like, hey, I hope we can pull something off. And
Sure,
No, I mean,
sure.
this was more than I ever could have imagined.
I'm happy.
So-
Happy you liked it. I hope chat liked it as well.
Yeah, I think they did.
Play KCD 2.
Like you said, 2 and 1.
Yeah, one
Again.
is fine, but yeah, exactly.
We'll keep in touch. You know, if you need any peasants to die in a cinematic or something, I would gladly offer it. I'll fly back out here and you can motion capture.
I'm coming over to the States eventually to PAX West, eventually
Okay.
to Seattle. Then maybe Game Awards. Who knows if
Okay.
we're nominated for something.
Yeah,
Los Angeles.
There you
so
go.
See you.
there you go.
Well,
I might
again,
be
as
at
I
PAX
said,
West, we'll see.
I want to stay humble because this year is so
It's a
packed.
tough
I don't
year.
want to be sad then. Being
You could have, there's like, legitimately, you could have 3 or maybe even 4 games that are like Game of the Year quality that are...
I'm fine with best RPG. Actually.
Yeah,
So,
so-
Game of the Year, someone else can have that. I take the best RPG.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. I really,
you
really
for
appreciate it
coming
for
over.
coming, for letting us come out here. And take the time.
chat.
High five, chat.
Hey, if you guys are real gamers and real lovers, not haters, you should absolutely subscribe and leave a comment and a like and play KCD 2 because he said so.
Because I said so.
Exactly.
And because he said so.
So go now.
Now. Perfect.